Hi there, my name is Rebecca Blizzard, and this is for EDL 854 School Finance. This is Module 6, Credit Card Management. Okay, so I'm going to compare the resources that we had to my own school district, Shawnee Mission School District in Kansas. And so first of all, in the Liberty County School District, the WHO of credit card management is any district employee that has signed an agreement. And in Liberty County schools, it's the district employees that have gone through training as well as signed the agreement. Okay, and for Shawnee Mission, the WHO is kind of similar. It is, sorry, there it goes. The building administrators can delegate who gets the credit cards and what those educational expenditures are. And so the credit card is signed in and out in our building. So proper credit card use, the what? What are you going to use it on? So some school districts are going to use it for purchasing classroom supplies, furniture, software, hardware, audio-visual equipment, and purchases should not exceed a certain amount. So for the Alachua, I'm not sure how to say it, Alachua School District, they can only spend $2,500. And in Provo City School District, they are not allowed to buy things like personal items. Actually, every school district, I'm pretty sure personal items are out. Hazardous materials and anything that's already available to them, and capital outlay items like furniture. So it just depends on your school district. And in my school district, the what are we allowed to spend money on? So we can spend money up to $7,500, and on a single item, it can only be $2,500. But it needs to be for convenience items, just that little amount, $50. And that's normally in my building what we use that credit card for. Maybe we forgot a science supply for an experiment, so we're going to use a credit card, run out and go get it real quick and come back, but it can only be on those educational items, and we have to provide receipts. Okay, so proper use where? Where can you buy these things? Almost everywhere that I researched, they had to have approved vendors. And so for the Lackland Independent School District, that's one of their vendors is Sam's Club. And in Parkview School District, restricted vendors are going to get that block on the credit card. So I assume that all purchases by restricted vendors will be denied. They also are looking out for things that would be just pure entertainment like theaters or theme parks. And then the credit card itself will be blocked. Okay, and in Shawnee Mission, the where is we have approved vendors, and for us, we want to look for those vendors that are already approved to find those items first. So we use school specialty a lot, and then we can look elsewhere. So we can look on Amazon after we've checked with those approved vendors. Next up is the how and why. So according to Jones, the credit cards need to be checked out from the district, and then they have strict guidelines. So again, blocking certain vendors or purchases. Then school spending should be not used on things like food at school events, gift cards for staff, or school debt. In Wichita, here in Kansas, credit cards will be released by the district purchasing office, and any purchases that are deemed unethical by the director will be flagged and reviewed and consequences given. Okay, and in Shawnee Mission for the how and the why, obviously credit cards cannot be used for personal reasons, but they have a designated use. So each one of our credit cards has its own use. So perhaps it's something very simple as in paper. So paper for the district is all spent on one account. So it just depends on what it is, but each credit card has its own use. And if you get a credit card, you are given training, and then audits are given at the end. So some examples of misuse of credit cards is that we need to watch out for things that are irregular on our school credit cards as future building leaders. But you need to have in writing that the employees that are trained agree to this appropriate use. And in Dallas, Texas, $6 million. So in Dallas, Texas, $6 million was spent by district employees through fraudulent purchasing, through personal purchasing. And the fraudulent was, an investigation was conducted by the FBI. So another example is in Greendale in Wisconsin. Their school district, they found that the superintendent spent over $10,000 on home repair on the district credit card. That seems like a pretty obvious no-no. And in Louisiana and the Caddo Parish School District, their credit cards just had enormous spending, $260,000 worth of personal spending. So they had to redo their entire regulations. Here are my resources, resources 1 and resources 2, and I appreciate your time.